What's up, guys? Wanted to bring another success story for you today from one of my students, Jacqueline, and also her daughter. And this is a fantastic interview. I think whether you're already in the business or you're still looking to get started, you will find a tremendous amount of value in this video. It's about roughly 20 minutes long, but there's a lot of golden nuggets in here. So stay tuned, and I just want to share it with you. So let me share my screen and I'll just let it play. Lots of really good nuggets, guys. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
First of all, I just want to say thank you for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You're very welcome. I'm glad we got that deal wrapped up finally for you.
Yes. I want to introduce my daughter, and her name is Jacqueline as well.
Hello, how do you do?
I'm good. So Jacqueline and Jacqueline.
Yes. And Jacqueline, we're the double duel, the tag team. We're gonna take this to the next level. We're gonna get together and make this happen. So we're excited about everything that's in the future. And
Awesome. So yeah, you guys have kind of been teaming up together, or are you just starting to bring her into it, or?
Well, since we closed, younger people, they kind of need evidence. But once we got that deal closed, and I was, we have a plan and a deadline. So May this year, she's going to exit her job and go full time. And we're hoping to do many JVs with you. And I know there's some smaller things that we have on the table that I know you want a certain level of JVs. So she's going to try to come in at some of the smaller ones and assist with the larger JVs. I just do a lot of the footwork, getting paperwork signed and executed, things of that nature. So anything that if I'm on the phone or she's on the phone, I can do other things. So it's just going to be like 2 for 1, So.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. That's actually a great idea. A lot of my other students, it's interesting. There's a few of them that are actually, they did like their first deal and then they brought like their daughter into it. And now there's like multiple mother-daughter teams and doing business and doing deals together. So it works out good. It helps you do more in less time and just, get more deals.
That's the goal. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. We are so appreciated and so grateful that we actually, connected with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love your energy and your vibe and how welcoming it is. You don't feel overwhelmed dealing with you, and no question is too crazy. We don't know what we're doing. That's why we, took the class, and I'm able to ask you things, and you get back to me, and you let me know. And I'm doing due diligence to 1 and 2 in the morning. So if I reach out to you, it's just because I'm at a standstill. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me reach out and get the help I need.
Right.
Because I've tried to figure it out. I can't figure it out. I do have the support. Let me use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and with that being said, I know that this is something that my mom really enjoys and that she's very passionate about. And like I said, I've seen her up to the wee hours, getting the deals done and executing everything because this is something that she cares about, And it's very inspirational. And this is why I do want to be a part of it because a lot of people don't, they're not into helping their parents, I guess you can say. They don't really want to get into what their parents is doing. So this is a great opportunity for me and her. And it's also a bonding thing as well.
Oh,
yeah. I love that. That's so cool. It really is. At the bottom line, obviously it's a business, right? We want to make money, but at the end of the day, we are helping people, and we're families helping other families, and that's really what the bottom line is. So
absolutely.
So I love seeing families come together and work the business together. It's very cool. How did you actually find out about overages and surplus funds and all that? How did you stumble?
Well, actually, on the internet, of course, as you say, the almighty Google. And, I came across quite a few people, and like I said, it's just that the energy was just really relaxed. And I said, I feel like this is somebody that I can work with. And I don't care what you're doing, you need a mentor. So I'm not doing this and then get a deal and I'm done. I want to stay mentor. You have years of experience. And as I tell my daughter, you would have to come back 2 lifetimes to know what I know. You know what I mean? So you've already laid the foundation. You already have a system in place. And I think that makes it just a lot easier to have that backup knowledge. And I'm just really, really honest with the people. And I say, if it's something that I don't know, I most definitely will find out. Give me a day, give me 24 hours. I'll get back to you. And then that's when I reach out. But yeah, I found you on the internet, kind of looking for ideas to supplement my youth program, my art youth program. I do a lot of work with children, my email, and just giving them an outlet of other things to do. So I do a lot of art with them, and I was trying to supplement like a teacher and a coach. You never have enough money for them, even though these aren't your children, they are your children. Who can turn down a kid that wants to paint? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I want to get involved in that is more with some of the income, just take a percentage of it and give back. So my heart has always been there. It's always going to be there to give back. So this is a perfect fit to be able to help people and get that feeling. That's my high, to help people and see that they are getting things that they need, especially during this time, this crazy pandemic. People need extra money.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's so cool. So this is kind of because do you work full time right now, or is this a full time or a part time gig for you?
I'm working both things full time because I'm just putting in 16 hours. I'm doing my job, and that's why I kind of was like, what time to work today, because I just wanted to make sure I was being considerate earlier. But I am going to weed off of it as we pick things up. That's the goal. We're giving ourselves deadlines, and I will still be able to give during the overages, and also I'll have more time to give back and more money to give back, and assist with kids. A lot of them have special, unique needs. So they have physical things going on. So it's really special to be able to do that once I get this full force.
Is there, with this, with the children that you help, is there like a website or somewhere that I can go to?
Well, we get donations and stuff, and it's called artbeautydecor.com. And again, that's artbeautydecor.com.
Okay.
And it's a lot of businesses on there. What they do is we let them host on there. And so what they do is they give a percentage so that we're able to buy art supplies for the kids.
Okay.
At artbeautydecor.com.
So it's kind of like artists will sell their items on the website, donate a percentage to the kids, and then you in turn are teaching the kids like how to do art and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Wow.
Correct. Businesses, artists, whoever, we will give them a spot. Just give a donation to the kids, and you can have a spot on there. artbeautydecor.com.
That's
Yep,
awesome.
it's just a space for entrepreneurs to explore themselves and express themselves and be able to have a safe place and not feel weird.
For sure.
As long as they donate to art supply, they can even bring art supplies. They can even mail them. They can mail them. Doesn't always have to be a cash donation. They can mail art supplies. They can mail canvases for the kids, and we'll make sure that they get them.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm gonna check that out when we're done here.
Yeah, sure. Artbeautydecor.com.
Artbeautydecor.com. All right.
And thinking of that, is it okay if I display my first check here?
Absolutely. Heck yeah. Awesome. So
I can hold it for you.
the deal. How did you come across the family, and how did you make contact with them, and what were some of the things you learned?
Well, I followed your system, and I did try to call. I did a couple of cold calls, and I reached out to, I think it was a brother, and he was like, I don't know. So I followed, well, I already had a letter in the mail. So when I cold called him, he was kind of leery. You know, you get cold calls, you don't want to be bothered with people. But once he received the letter, he was more response. So he called me right back. He said, hey, okay, I spoke with you, and I have this letter in my hand, and I want to know more about this. And so I explained everything to him thoroughly as I was taught. And he said, well, I don't want anything to do with it, but my brother may. And I was like, okay, sure. I said, well, is it okay if I have his information? And he was like, sure. So he gave me his information, and I want to kind of keep their names and stuff out of it. But just to, he gave me the brother's information, and I contacted the brother, and he was going through a really hard time because I think it was around Mother's Day, and their mother was no longer with them. So I could totally relate to that. I lost my mom. So we ended up talking for 15 minutes just about that pain, And so I was like, okay, well, by the way, I do have some funds that may be available to you. He's like, what? Are you serious? I'm like, yeah. So I said, I don't know if your brother contacted you, but I have some funds. And we just kind of connected from there. And he was like, sure, just give me what I need. I sent him the paperwork with your information, I think the assignment fee. And he got it signed for me. And it kind of took him a while. I don't know if he had to do some research, if he wasn't really sure, but it took him a little minute, and then he got it back to me. And I kind of went from there, and I kind of called you and asked you some questions and stuff, and got it over to you. And it basically went from there. And I just periodically reached out to him, and just, even when I didn't have any news, just to let him know there isn't any news right now, but I just want to let you know that you're not forgotten. You're not just another person I'm calling. Just be patient. I was explaining there's a lot going on with the counties and stuff like that. So he really appreciated that. Nice. And we just kind of connected and got a bond, and went from there. And he was just a really cool guy. He taking care of a lot of family members out of his own pocket. I didn't have a lot of money. It was in the process, actually at the end of the process, moving. And so he kind of got a little pressure on me at the end because he needed to move, and he's taking care of an elder. So I think I kind of contacted you at the end, like, kind of like just because he needed to move ASAP. And so it really sent me into a different zone once he got his funds. I was just like, whoa. I was a part of this.
Yes.
I was a part of him being able to move his elder. I just was like, oh my God, this is, I'm on fire. Let's do this.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you?
And I've reached out to him since then and just kind of checked on him.
Yeah. And how's he doing now? How's life different for him? What did he have?
He's doing a lot better, a lot more laughter. He's just in a better place financially. Of course, that's always. He's just a lot happier. He's able to help some of the younger people that he has in his circle that he was taking care of, getting them just some basic things that they needed. And so that really, he's just getting them some basic things they need. The stuff that they need every day. So he's able to move everybody. He's happy.
Wow.
He's happy.
That's so cool. And in turn for helping his grandma, you show your check again. How much did you get on this thing?
I got $7,153. And don't forget my 50 cents.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at
Yeah.
all for your first deal.
Yep, and we did a 10%. We took $700 and redonated it. So we felt good about that.
Yep.
We're going to do some marketing and just reaching out to people. We ordered a bunch of cards. We're just going to do a lot of marketing and for the molds. You know, the totals, you know, you kind of got the list that you can get
Yep.
from the county, but the molds, we're going to do some marketing for mortgages.
Awesome. Good deal.
I think I emailed you about that. I want to kind of get into that a little more.
Yep, for
I'll be
sure.
excited. My first mo.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. What advice would you give for someone that's maybe just getting started or looking into this business?
Go into it because you want to help people. Go into it to help somebody. And the reason why I say that is because this is easy, but it's not. And when you get tired and you get like, oh my God, what am I doing here? That is going to kick in. That passion to help somebody is going to kick in and take you on overdrive. Be sincere, because people have lost their property. You want to be sincere. You want to be compassionate. You want to be understanding. Listen. If you listen, you have 2 ears, 1 mouth. If you listen, you can figure out exactly how to help them. And your mess might be a message. You're human. You have so much in common, more than you think. Tenaciousness. Stay tenacious. Don't give up. It's easy, but it's not. You have to do the research and the homework. You have to stick in there. Just think of it as going to college. You go to college for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and you do your homework, and you may get a job, and you may not. You can do this too. Yeah. You know, so just go sincere. People know fake people. They know people that are that don't have their best interests. Just be sincere. If you're a giver, this is the perfect occupation for you, because sometimes when you're a giver, you end up giving and the cookie jar becomes empty. But if you're giving this way, you're able to give more and more and more and more and more. Yes. Because we were able to take 10% of this and give back by helping somebody else in the first place. So that's my advice, is to just be sincere. Don't be fake. Don't be. The 15 minutes I stayed on the phone with him, it seemed like 3 minutes, because it was, we were just talking about everyday stuff. Yeah. Or just put the work in. This isn't a quick, rich scheme.
Right. Patience is key. Patience is definitely key.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I earned that. I earned it. I'm proud of it. I stayed up. I emailed you. I was like, God, I hope I'm not getting on his nerves, but I just don't know, and you were so receptive and kind and like, no, you never like, but what do you mean? You just always explained everything, and it made it easier for me. And I am looking forward to getting more information and growing more and doing more ventures with you. And it's really good to have newbies. It's good to have the support. Don't try to do this by yourself. I don't care what your uncle said. I don't care what your cousin said. Take the time, purchase the course, do your homework. Don't be a know-it-all. If you don't know something, find out. Handle this as it was your own affair. As this was your own affair.
Yep. Absolutely. Man, that I have everything you just said is absolute gold, and it's absolutely true. I can't put it any better than the way you just put it. Thank you for that. What do you go by, Jackie or Jacqueline?
Jacqueline. She does Jackie. I do Jacqueline. I'm a Jacqueline.
So Jackie, what have you learned, or what has from watching your mom through this process, what has kind of stood out to you, and what's been your experience watching her?
Well, it's just like my mom is such a giver, and it's great seeing her get rewarded, you know, for her being such a giver. And it's just great. Like I'm the outside looking in. So it's like I see the hard work. I see the, you know, doing the paperwork and all the paper. And, you know, it's awesome. You know, I feel like it's something that not everyone can do, but if you do it, you got to put your heart and mind to it, you know? And I learned that, like I said, it takes patience. It takes patience and it takes time, but you have to stick in there and you have to wait till you execute it and the result is beautiful. Like once you get it done, like you finish the race, it's like, oh my God, I did it, you know? Like, yeah, but success isn't easy. Success isn't easy and you have to just keep going. And that's something that I learned, that if you actually put your mind and your time and the hard work and sweat and tears into it, you will get rewarded and you will feel great about it.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. You should
No
be
problem.
proud, Mama. You should be very proud.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Mom. I'm proud of you too. You did a great job. You did a great job. I'm just the support in the, you know, the runner, the middle bit.
You know, everybody needs that. Everybody needs that support and that help. Mine is my wife. I would not have gotten anywhere without my wife.
Right.
She's behind the scenes. She's not really out on the YouTube channel and stuff, but she's there, and she is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, factor to my success for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yep, definitely need a team. Yep.
Beautiful. And that's beautiful. And I can sense that, Nick. I can sense that. And that's why I was drawn to you. And I want to be a part of that with people. I want to be a part of family, people, and people who have that type of heart. And I won't settle for anything less. So I appreciate who you are as well.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. You know, we have a lot of what you said about we all have more in common than we think. There's a lot of truth to that. And I can sense that just right now between us and how you took 10% of your earnings and put it back into, you know, a charitable cause. Huge believer in that. I do that myself. I think everyone should do that. It's not an expense, it's an opportunity. And it's a
yes
to do that.
Yes.
And to, like you put so perfectly, you know, you get paid to help someone and then you go help someone else. And it's this cascading effect. And so, you know, paying it forward. So I love that. I think the internet froze for a minute.
Says we want to venture.
All right, so, and then we continued on just kind of doing a little bit of coaching after that, but that's the end of the interview, at least the interview portion of that. So I hope you guys found value in that. I love doing these, and I hope you love them too, seeing other people have success. I'm sure you get tired of just seeing me on my videos, so. But at the end of the day, guys, anybody can do this. It's just, are you going to put in the work required that's going to yield the result? Couple key points that I just want to, as we end this video, just want to summarize real quick. You know, follow a system, get coached, get mentored by someone that has experience in the business, that's doing the business themselves. You know, have patience, you know, like Jackie said, you know, it takes patience, but if you put in the work, you will see success. And that's so true, guys. Like, I know that, you know, you see my videos, but remember, I've been doing this since 2015, and it took me until the end of 2018 to have my first six-figure year. Okay. Now, granted, I was working at the prison 2015, so I was only doing this part-time. I started out part-time in this business. And most of you will probably only do this part-time, and that's fine. If you do this part-time a few hours a week and it yields you an extra 20, 40, 50, whatever it is a year, is it worth it to you? But just know that you can do this part-time and still have success. I started out part-time and then I transitioned into full-time doing it and left my job at the prison. But again, I didn't hit six figures until the end of 2018. 3 years. 15, 16, 17, no, 4 years. Because I started in overages in 2015. And then at the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, that's when I got my first six figures. So it takes time. Now, a lot of my students, I didn't ask Jacqueline how long she's been in the course, but it's been less than a year. A lot of my students are seeing results within a matter of months. I have students that have made six figures, and it hasn't taken them 4 years like it did me. And that's why I'm here, is to shortcut your learning curve so you see results faster. That's what the course is for. Also, guys, if you get in this business, get into it for the right reasons, and that's to help people. Because by helping others and serving others, that's how you help yourself at the end of the day. It's only by helping others. And take the time to connect with folks. You know, she talked about how she shared her experience with losing her mom. You know, find ways to connect with people, find common ground. And that's one way that you can overcome your competition is if somebody calls and says, oh, they're all about business. At the end of the day, guys, people like to do business with people. People don't like to do businesses with businesses or organizations. Let me say that again. People like to do business with people, not organizations. So connect with people. And that's it, you know, and be an example. Like I love this interview because I can see not only the effect that Jacqueline is had on, you know, her client, right, and herself, but also that she's having on her daughter and maybe some of her other children. She is setting such a great example. And so who could you be an example to? And are you setting the right example to those that are looking up to you or that are around you? Lead by example. Be that example. And if you don't already, I would highly recommend reinvesting. She mentioned how they reinvest some of their profits into marketing, stuff like that. Very key. Must reinvest your profits into your business to keep growing. But also, if you don't already, please consider taking a portion of your income, whether it's your income now or your business income, whatever it is, start doing this now if you don't already. I mean, you don't have to. This is just a suggestion from me. Donate a portion of your income to charitable causes. For me, I do 10%. And it's 10% gross. That's what I do. So if I get a check, I take 10% off the top, not 10% after my expenses. But do whatever you want to do. Do what feels comfortable to you. So when I get a check, I take 10% and I donate it to charitable causes. For me, I like to donate to my church. I like to donate to Operation Underground Railroad. There's an orphanage I've donated to in the Dominican Republic. Whatever lights you on fire and whatever you are passionate about and care about, donate to those causes. And if you don't have the money, then donate some time. Because it's if you have the means, and we all have the means, it is an opportunity for all of us to be able to give back and to take what we are given and use that to help other people, even if it's just a small amount. And so if you don't do that, I would strongly invite you to consider doing that. It's one thing, guys, to make six figures. It's a completely different thing to give six figures away. And I've been blessed to experience that. And I hope you get to experience that as well. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If, as always, I'm here to help. You can get started with overages in the link below, or go to school.overagecourse.com. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.